we go. First ball back. Comes into bowl. And down the leg side. And it's going down to the fine leg region. The umpire hasn't made a call yet. Picks it up and they've got leg buys. Comes into bowl, and a slap, and it back to the bowler for a dot ball. Comes into bowl, and defended. Comes into bowl and plays the cut shot, and it goes into the covers for a dot ball. Comes into bowl. And it's pushed into the leg side for a dot ball. Looks like they're just making sure that they get back into the rhythm of their innings and start everything off again. Comes into bowl. And it's a big swipe shot, and it goes into the leg side, and they're going to pick it up, and they got one. End of the over. So this is the 38th over. Comes into bowl, and pushes it. And it's fielded by the mid-off. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. Comes into bowl and works on the leg side, and they're not thinking of a single. It's a contemplation, but they called it off before they committed to anything. Comes into bowl and slaps it. Whoa! Well, hope yet for North Eltham. The batsman has been dismissed. Well, the opening batsman coming off after such a long innings. A remarkable contribution he made to the team. Comes into bowl and defends. New batsman number 6. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. End of the over, a wicket maiden. North Eltham Wanderers are back in this contest. So this is the 39th over. Comes into bowl. Ooh, tries to work onto the leg side and no run there. Well, this changes it. This changes it right after the lunch break and to the opening batsman who batted for such a long time, scoring a beautiful, elegant, determined 30 score. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. Now has been dismissed and the complexion of this innings now becomes a bit more delicate because 4 wickets down. If something disastrous was to happen over the course of the next half an hour, it could be like 5, 6 down, 7 down. I mean, losing 3 wickets in quick succession is certainly possible in a grand final. Cuts it and fielded by Point. If the lower middle order of Diamond Creek cannot rise up to the occasion that has been presented to them by this very good foundation, they might still peter out at 160, 170 rather than make it to the 200 score that they are now in a position to make. Comes into bowl and cuts it, and again fielded by Point. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. The crowd at the ground has not really increased. It's about 40 people. It's not humongous, but it's still very good. Lots of people just hanging around the boundary all across. Comes into bowl. Oh! End of the over. And have changed the field, so the short fine leg has come into a backward square leg. The number 6 batsman is on strike. So much pressure is on him right now. And leaves it alone. Still 2 slips, a first slip and then a third slip and then a gully, all very close to the batsman. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone again. Comes into bowl and down the leg side. So not only is there going to be pressure, at least for the next half an hour or so, you'd think that Diamond Creek would be very nervous about losing more wickets and starting there to fall apart, and their foundation doesn't get full advantage of the situation. But on the other hand, pressure must be on North Eltham Wanderers as well, because they must realise that this next hour is going to decide so much of what Diamond Creek end up making. Comes into bowl and defends it to mid on, and it's another maiden. End of the over. So this is the 41st over. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. Just bowling little in cutters, just enough to cause a bit of a nuisance. Certainly useful bowling. Probably not going to, it's not really threatening the batsman as if to overwhelm the batsman, just niggling around that off stump region. Comes into bowl, oh, and a wide. Comes into bowl and down the leg side and a dot ball. Comes into bowl and another wide. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. By the way, in case you're wondering, earlier today, as the Diamond Creek team were in the nets having their morning practice run, bowling and batting just to warm up, and they were listening to the radio again to pump themselves up for the big day ahead. Comes into bowl and plays off the back foot, and point fielder collects it. And the song that they were listening to this time was Red Hot Chili Peppers, Californication. So bit more of a rocky song than Roxanne, but each to their own taste. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. So just the two wides off that over. And a change of the bowling. The first time we're going to be seeing spin today. So, this is the 42nd over. And we'll just have a look at the field. See what type of a situation this. Alright, here we go. First ball of the spinner. Oh! Okay, so it's an off spinner. Slip, gully, point, cover, mid off, mid on, mid wicket, square leg, and then short fine leg. And slapped onto the leg side, it's in the gap. And they're going to have to run, they're going to go for 2. 4 runs! Fantastic boundary there for the new number 6 batsman who's just come out. And he was hitting with the line of the ball, with the spin. A little bit of a sloggy shot, but it paid off. Comes into bowl. And, ooh, tries to play the cut shots. Comes into bowl. And pushes it into the offside for a dot ball. Comes into bowl. Ooh! Peel for LBW. Comes into bowl. Oh dear! Wow! The wicket has fallen. The new number 6 batsman has been dismissed. Beaten in the flight. He tried to advance forward, did not get to the pitch of the ball, and then allowed the ball to miss his bat, and so he's been removed. Very smart bowling there by the off spinner. It looked like from the first couple of deliveries, it didn't look like he was putting much work on the ball, but then it's paid off. So there goes the number 6 batsman, and here comes number 7. Oh, and that's the end of the over. Comes into bowl and down the leg side. Comes into bowl and defends it. Comes into bowl. And ooh, tries to play the cut shots. So, now things are getting a bit more delicate for Diamond Creek. 5 wickets down. 5 wickets down. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. Becoming a bit of a situation now where how exactly will they see forth this this situation? Only half their team are out. They've got to deal with the lower order and the tail for the rest of this innings. Ooh. Leave it alone for the keeper. So, obviously the batsman at number 5, who's spacing right now, has got to do a lot of work. Got to take up a lot of the leadership in terms of seeing through this forward. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone, so it's a maiden. So the spinner to continue to bowl with the Elizabeth Street end after picking up 1 wicket, and now the number 7 is out there, and they've decided to put a slog sweeper out on the fence right near the marquees for the Diamond Creek batting team. Comes into bowl and swept, and it's 4. Another boundary, a really ugly full toss there by the spinner. So that's one way of getting off the mark. They are smashing a full toss spinner for 4. So the number 7 is away. Ooh, that's one's much better flighted. Comes into bowl and defends it. Comes into bowl and swept again. And this time the fielder in the deep picks it up and throws it in. The 1 run. So the number 5 has 2 balls to face for this over. And pushes it to mid-on for a dot ball. Comes into bowl and it's cut. And mid-off collects it in. So the 5 runs off the over.